YouTube, we meet again. Here we are. This is the Beauty's Beast Ale variation, or as we renamed it, as I'm sure you saw on the kegerator, the Beauty's Non. Long story behind that one, so we won't go into it, but it's named after my dog. So yes, this was a Kronenberg that I adapted the hop schedule for, or I should say, it's a Kronenberg clone that I developed and I really liked. Didn't want to do it as the lager, so we were going to use the White Labs 072, I believe, the French ale on this, and then changed two 2-ounce editions of Strisselspalt for bittering and for flavor into half an ounce each of Magnum. So it uses half an ounce of Magnum at 60, half an ounce of Magnum at 30, 2 ounces of Strisselspalt at 5. Add honey when it's cooling down. 7 pounds Pilsner, German Pilsner, 1 pound Munich 10. So very, very basic. Yeah, so there is our color. Nice and beautiful. It's got a nice richness to it. Little murky, not too bad though. In the past I'd done that, the Kronenberg clone using Clarity Firm from White Labs. Really cool stuff. It does help with the clarity. It also lowers gluten apparently. So there you go. But not lower it. It disables it, I think. Anyway, I'm rambling. Without further ado, here we go. It's crisp. You can taste the difference between the ale and the lager. This one, a little fruitier. It's got I almost want to say like more body to it, and I don't know how that's possible, but it seems to have. And it could just be like a taste perception thing, you know. We've got some folks who say, "Oh, this thing's really bitter." It's not actually bitter. It's your perception, but whatever. Everyone perceives things differently. But yeah, on the nose, it smells very much like a Pilsner. You get a floral hop to it. That'd be the Strisselspalt. But you don't get much malt, you don't get honey, you don't get any of that. You take a drink though. Right away you get that Pilsner grainy presence. The honey is very subdued in this recipe. It's a hint of honey. You know, if I did this, maybe I would do this again, but maybe put in some honey and malt to help pop a little bit of honey. Because I'm picking up, I don't want to say an astringency, but it's a bitter that's in there, and I'm wondering if it's the Magnum. Typically I do 2 ounces of Strisselspalt for the, bitter, 2 for flavor, and 2 for aroma. I didn't have 6 ounces of Strisselspalt, but I had a Magnum. So I was like, well, let's use that. German Magnum. Alpha 12.4. And yeah, so swapped that out. The IBU stayed roughly the same. I think it bumped it up just a hair, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, it's got a little bit of a bite to it that the Kronenberg clone. I don't recall it having. Now granted, it's been quite a while since I brewed that beer, so maybe it did, and I just drank it too fast and just didn't notice. But no, that's a nice one. It's refreshing. The CO2's good on it. The head is a little lacking, but it was not lacking in the pour. I'm sure you saw there's plenty of head in this beer. This actually, I just realized before, I didn't rinse the glass out, and I pulled this out of the dishwasher. I have conducted a cardinal sin. My apologies. Oh, but yeah, great beer. This one's a really good one. So yeah, I would say brew it if you haven't tried it, and then you can take the same base and ferment it with like a Czech Pils strain or the German lager. Any good lager strain should do a nice job on it. I think the German is what I've used in the past. And I always brew up a Czech Pils. In fact, I brewed with my friend this past weekend, and we've got the Czech Pils going. My first time using the Czech Pils Y yeast strain. We'll see how that one turns out. I can only imagine it's going to be delicious. It smells great. Oh, but yeah, this is kind of a light. How do you put it? Because it's lighter beer, but it's not light in flavor. It's not light in body. It's not light in hop. It's just very well rounded, in my opinion. I like it a lot. Yeah, and I'm thinking, I wonder if I were to maybe change out the Magnum for something maybe a little bit lower alpha. Maybe that could take away a little bit of that initial bite I'm talking about. But after the first sip or two, you don't get that. Like now, I'm actually tasting a little bit more of the honey. And again, it's subtle, but it's there. I get that. The floral nature of honey and the floral quality of the Strisselspalt, in my opinion, are kind of the thing that defines that Kronenberg, that French light ale kind of thing. In my version now. Not all French ales, of course, use honey and all that, but I really like that. And in my Kronenberg clone, we obviously put honey in there. And yeah, it's very complimentary. It's got a nice floral character to it, but it's not like Hallertau. If you brewed with Hallertau, you know what I mean. Floral character that's not just overly flowery, I guess is the best way to put it. It's got a good bite to it. Definitely get the good Pilsner flavor out of that grain, so that's a win. And the honey I used in this one was standard clover, Iowa clover honey from Noble Bee Honey. I love their stuff, so yeah, it's pretty much the only honey we have in the house, and the only one I buy, and the only one we sell at our store. So, but it's delicious. So yes, give this one a try if you're looking to try something new. The trickiest part is that the White Labs 072 is a platinum strain, so it's only available, I believe, in June and July. Pretty sure it's June and July. If not, it's July and August. It's like a midsummer type thing. And I bet you could use yeast like 3711, the French Saison, and ferment it a little bit cooler so you don't pick up all those like phenolics. Because yeah, I don't know how a Saison strain would be in here. Just in talking, I've come up with like 3 more recipes I want to try. This is crazy. So, thanks for watching, YouTube. Cheers. Enjoy good beer. Try some French beers. I love them. French beers are some of my favorite, or French style, I should say. So, as always, if you have any questions, comments, whatever, leave them down below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Now my computer's back up and running. Things are much better. So, yeah, I can actually get back with people and, I don't know, telecommunicate digitally in this modern age. But yeah, so you got any of that, leave it down below or shoot me a message. I try to get back to everyone as quickly as I can. I'm definitely backlogged because of my computer problems. But yeah, and if you haven't, click subscribe. Enjoy the videos. Lots more coming. Lots more up my sleeve for 2016. We are but, what, 2 weeks into it, and I've got plans. I've got plans now. All I need is the funds to make it happen. Isn't that the way it is? That's the way it is. So, cool. Cheers, YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.